Alerts are vital in trading strategies because it doesn't matter how good your strategy is if you are missing the setups. As you may have just heard at the beginning of that clip, an alert was fired on this red candle as it is time for my scalping strategy to enter. And you can see now at the close of this red candle, the scalping strategy has bought. So today's video is going to help to serve two purposes. Obviously, we're going to learn how to build alerts within trading strategies, and also you are going to get to watch my scalping strategy take some trades in real time. Luckily for us, there exists an alert function within ThinkorSwim custom coding. So all we need to learn how to do in today's video is learn where to place this function and how to manipulate the parameters of said function to get the alert to perform in the way that we would like it to. Before jumping into the code, the strategy has just exited after that initial buy that we entered. It didn't get a very big bounce, but the strategy did make a little over, was that $320 in that trade? I guess you want to complain about that, right? Anyway, let's now talk about the code and the strategy itself so that we can then begin to talk about how we set up alerts within it. Strategy source code itself, this is of course a code that I created, but it's not actually a strategy of my own idea. It is actually from a millionaire trader in Japan named Takashi. I have a couple of videos covering this strategy in detail. What you really need to know for the alert is that the entrance condition is when the candle is red and the dip is larger than the average true range value of the stock we're looking at. So essentially, you get a dip candle outside of the normal volatility range of the ticker itself. That's what's going on. That's when the strategy enters. That's why the strategy bought this red candle, because it was a very large red candle. And the exit condition is stupid easy. Just sell the close of the next candle. That's no matter what, sell the close of the next candle. Once again, this is a scalping strategy. So anyway, what we want to do is we want to get an alert set up so that while we are looking at a ticker, maybe we've got something else going on, or maybe we're looking at multiple tickers at the same time across different screens or across different modules, however you have your ThinkorSwim set up, we want, if you have this strategy running on a ticker, to be alerted both visually and audibly that a stock is dipping large enough that it is time to buy the close of that candle. Of course, if it remains that low. Kind of a really nice thing actually about the way this alert will be set up. The strategy buys the close of the candle, but the alert is going to trigger intra candle. Like if the stock dips down below its ATR value, its average true range, the alert will go off. So you'll sort of get a preemptive alert. Hey, it's time to start paying attention to this stock. If this candle remains this red and at these sort of levels, it's going to be an entrance. So anyway, once again, all we need to do is make use of that alert function. All we really need to do is plug it in at the end of our strategy code. So we have everything running here. The strategy is all set up. Just at the end, you can chuck in an alert function. Of course, it being a function, open and close parentheses, and every line of code with a semicolon. Now, you're going to get an error because we haven't changed any of the parameters yet. We haven't set any of the parameters within this function, and the function itself comes with no default parameters, so we have to set them up. Parameter number one is of condition. It is, why should this alert fire? What needs to happen in order for this alert to fire? Well, the way that I set up almost every single, probably actually every single one of my strategy codes that I have published is that I build the value, I build the reason for entrance within a variable typically named buy. So all I need to do here is reference that buy variable. If the buy condition is true, fire this alert. That's it. Simple enough that way. All you need to do is find where the value of your entrance condition is stored and reference that variable. If you don't have a variable, like maybe you built it directly in to your add order, then you would just have to copy and paste the condition itself into here. So you could do it that way as well. But the next parameter, and you separate your parameters with commas, so comma, the next parameter is of text. Honestly, or obviously, should I say, put whatever you would like in here. What I'm going to do is Takashi Bai in all caps, just so I know it is the entrance for this specific strategy. As you see now, the error went away. You could run it just like this. But there is two more parameters, and they actually are pretty important to change from their default settings. The next is, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but essentially it is, how often do you want this alert to fire? And by default, it is set to the alert constant of once. Meaning, once the alert fires on the strategy, it will never fire again. I don't really know why that's the default setting, but what we're going to do is we're going to set it to the alert constant utilizing dot notation, alert dot, and we're going to set it to bar. This just means that whenever this alert is true on a new bar, the alert will fire. So now while you're watching the ticker, every single time that a single bar dips below the average true range value of the ticker itself, you will get an alert. You can also set up alert.tick, but that in this case is going to be hyper annoying, because what that means is every tick, every millisecond that the bar is below its ATR value, you're going to get an alert. That would be super annoying for this use case. So we're going to set it up for bar, which just means that once per bar, the alert is able to fire. And next, there is a parameter of sound. This is set by default for no sound to go off. I would like an audible sound to go off when my alert is true, just so, I get that extra. Maybe I'm paying attention to a different screen or something. Oh, hey, I need to focus in on what's going on here. So once again, it is stored within the sound constant. So sound dot, and there is a handful of different sounds you can go with here. You can look that up on the ThinkorSwim Learning Center if you would like. I think there's like bell, chime, something like that. I go with ding. I like the ding sound. It's the one you heard at the very beginning of this video. So that's really it. That is the alert function. As I hit apply on this and apply, let's go see if we can't find some situations in which the alert is actually going off. A stock is actually dipping large enough so you can see some more examples of it working. Quickly, before we go find some real life examples, and then I'm even going to show you how I use alerts and make use of them with my chart setups, watching multiple stocks at the same time. I just need to quickly let you know that if you are interested in these sort of codified trading strategies, I have published over 150 custom ThinkorSwim codes over on my website, daytradingstrategies.net, which is linked in the description down below this video. And for right now, you can even access a handful of free codes. So even if you maybe don't want to sign up, for whatever reason, at least go check out the website and take advantage of the free codes, right? And I'll take this opportunity to just show you how easy it is to get the codes from the website saved locally into your ThinkorSwim. Every single code on the website will come with one of these TOS share links. All you need to do is copy that URL back within your ThinkorSwim, set up in the top right, open shared item, paste in that URL here, preview, and import. Just like that, in like 3 seconds and 4 mouse clicks, you can have any of the 150 custom codes. Hey, did you hear that? An alert just went off because this stock is dipping. Look, this candle's not even closed yet. It's just dipping large enough, and an alert went off. Hey, good little live tie-in there. We'll see if this candle stays down at this level now and the strategy enters. But now we know audibly, hey, I need to be paying attention to this thing. It is setting up for the scalping strategy, which we can see took a nice win out of market open as well. Anyway, let me continue the ad roll here. What did I just import? I just imported DTS price action Momo buy. So now all I need to do is turn on that study, just like I would turn on any other study. You can see it now running on your chart. So if you're interested in that, daytradingstrategies.net will be linked once again in the description down below. And let's see what ends up happening with this trade. Although I do think this stock is in a volatility halt to the downside. So looks like we would not be buying this dip as the stock has halted, but that's perfectly fine. You'd like to avoid downside halts anyway, right? All right, sorry about that. That may have been a little confusing. I wasn't expecting an alert to go off in the middle of my ad read, but it was a nice little intertwine there. So let's see if we can't find a stock in real time that gets a large enough dip down to trigger an alert. I've come down to the 1 minute time frame here. I do normally trade this strategy on the 5 minute time frame. You can take it and trade it on the 1 minute though if you find the statistics of that align best to achieve your own personal trading goals. The strategies will auto adjust to any time frame that you run them on, which is a really nice feature of ThinkorSwim. And the alert is included within that, of course, right? Because remember, the alert condition is set to be equal to whatever the buy condition of the strategy is. So any time frame you run it against, if the stock makes a large enough dip, the alert will go off. I'm watching this UMAC stock here as the previous candle was dipping down a bit, but didn't quite get large enough for the alert to go off. I'm going to sort of live record this here, and I'll start the clip again once an alert actually does fire so you can see it in real time. Look at that. Okay, finally we got an alert while I'm looking at a fly in my office and drinking my protein shake. Perfect use case for why you need alerts, especially on scalping strategies like this, where you really need to not miss setups. They may take a while to come. You don't want to miss them when they do. Let's see. I don't think this is going to end up being an entrance, though. No, this candle. So there's an example of, yes, you got an alert because the drawdown was large enough. Unfortunately, not really unfortunately, but the strategy also needs to close below that level in order to enter, not just break that level. So the alert's going to go off when the level breaks. That is basically your, hey, lock in, pay attention, this thing's dipping, pay attention to what's going on. Then, of course, if it closes down below the level, you get the also then added visual representation from the strategy that it is time to buy. So it's sort of a two-factor authentication of, am I supposed to buy this dip? You get the alert in real time to lock in and pay attention, and then you either do or don't get the buy signal, which would let you know, okay, I need to be buying right now. Essentially, I need to buy right now. We didn't get that buy signal. It wasn't time to enter that trade. Let's see if we get another alert coming up anytime soon. It took a little wait to even get that first one, so hopefully we get a setup sometime soon. Okay, perfect. So I've sort of gone with a new setup here. This is like how I actually trade this strategy. We go to a multi-chart where I'm watching 6 stocks at once, and actually, funnily enough, it is the stock we were watching, UMAC, that just gave us that alert. I know it's UMAC because hopefully you noticed in the pop-up there for a second, it says the name of the ticker. So now I would be entering UMAC on this dip, right? I can just sort of be watching multiple stocks at a time, and whichever one fires an alert, I know, hey, lock in, go pay attention. That stock is dipping enough that my scalping strategy is going to want to enter. So I enter UMAC, and typically I would have active trader windows open on all these grids as well, so that obviously I could go actually hit buy. I just didn't do that for this setup because I wanted you to be able to more clearly see the charts without loading them all up. So we bought UMAC at the close of that dip candle, once again, because the alert went off, let us know, go pay attention. This stock is dipping, remember, larger than its normal average volatility. That is a sign to enter, and we're going to sell the close of this candle. Now, unfortunately, you're not getting a great trade execution here. It looks like we're going to get out pretty much exactly flat. Yeah, it is exactly flat. I think the strategy lost a penny in that trade. It tried to bounce, didn't quite get going, did end up pulling back. Hey, look, another alert. SLNH is now going off. Which one is SLNH? That is this ticker here. This ticker just sort of broke out through local highs. You can see the high pellet there, and now is getting a large dip. So let's see now if this dip continues. Of course, you're already sort of starting to get a bounce, so the strategy would not be entering now, but we know now, because of the alert, lock in, pay attention to SLNH. Now let's see if we get that two-factor visualization of the strategy actually buying, right? That is what strategies in ThinkorSwim do. They will not automatically place real money trades for you, so you don't need to worry about any of that. That can get real sketchy. You start doing that, but it helps you visualize the conditions of the strategy directly on your chart, as well as, more importantly, and I'm not going to get into this too much, but it helps you with the data gathering process. Sorry, helps you automate the data gathering process of backtesting. Anyway, SLNH, yes, it did dip very large. Ended up bouncing though, so the strategy is not going to enter that trade. So let's go at this for a little bit longer. I would like to find like a nice trade example, not just like some kind of crappy break even on a large pullback already sort of trade example. Remember, as I said, I do normally run this strategy on the 5 minute. That's how I personally run this strategy. I do have everything set up on the 1 minute right now, just for video purposes, so you can quickly see trades. So I don't know exactly what I'm expecting to see, but let's see if we can't get a couple more examples in this video. This is fun. Watching sort of live trading like this is fun. Hopefully you guys feel the same. Oh, okay, perfect. I'm actually in here, my Discord, letting people know about a stock that is moving right now, and an alert went off. Guess what? I missed the alert. I was looking at a different screen. The alert only stays up in this top left corner for like 3 seconds. If you miss it, come into your messages tab here in the top right, and you can see a history of your alert. So I can see that alert was for ZEPP, actually, the stock I was just letting my Discord know about. The stock up here in the top right, getting a very large dip, and we get that two-factor sort of authentication of the strategy itself actually entering here at 861 on this dip. So let's see what becomes of this trade. We are on the 1 minute chart. Once again, I don't know, maybe I already included a clip that says this, but I do usually trade this strategy on the 5 minute. So this is a little weird for me. I'm just shortening it down so that you all can see trades happen quickly and we get a lot more alerts to cover in this video. But let's see, we are already getting a bounce. So the strategy has entered 2,873 shares. I have the strategy currently set up to take $25,000 positions, as that's what I'm comfortable trading with the strategy. Of course, that can easily be changed from the settings, but wow, very nice. I mean, it just broke over 890. Unfortunately, now it's pulling back, but a very, very nice. I mean, it broke over $9. Wow. I think the spread on this must be big. I wish I was actually looking at the active trader window, but okay. The strategy is going to sell the close of this candle. It has closed. There you go. Entered at $8.70, exited at $8.99. A very nice trade. And once again, we were alerted from it directly from the alert that we built into the strategy. Guess what? Remember, I missed the alert because I was over actually telling my Discord about this very stock, which is pretty funny. So in doing that, another lesson, click on the messages tab. This keeps a history of the alerts that have gone off today so that you truly never miss a setup. If you are interested in that Discord that I just showcased, it is another service available through my website, daytradingstrategies.net. When you go to sign up, there will be 2 plans available to you. I do have my service set up as a subscription model because I am always adding and updating new codes to the website. So if you sign up for the annual plan, meaning you get access to all the codes that are currently on the site, as well as obviously anything I will add over the next 12 months. Obviously, you're going to save yourself a little bit of money in doing that. But more importantly, you're going to get lifetime access to that Discord server that I just covered. The server, last I checked, I believe it crossed 77, 78 members, something like that. It's growing rapidly. I only launched it a month and a half ago. So that is a lot of eyes on the market, not only talking about what's going on in the market, but remember, this Discord is reserved for people that are signed up to the website. So it's other people making use of these codes. So it's a great place to talk about any questions you have about the codes, getting them set up, anything like that, what you find is working best for you. Those kind of conversations are all happening in the Discord as well. So if you're interested in that, check out the annual plan over on the website. Remember, website linked in the description down below. Go at least take advantage of the free codes. Why not? They're free. And while you're over there, check out the reviews, read up, decide if this is something that could help accelerate your trading journey. And if it is, sign up today.